They're going back with Chicago PD and Chicago Fire going to be out here. So they've been doing their good, taking out big things happening in May.
Hey, 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 we are live on Smooth 90.5 FM. Tune in, tune in.
Are you comfortable?
Here with Rob.
Oh, are you sure you want another
Tune in, tune in. On your FM dial if you're at your job and you have access to the radio. Tune in to Smooth 90.5 FM. This is Rob behind me.
We have a thermal refrigerator. You want to put that in there? So
Playing one of the songs now. But hey, tune in, tune in, tune in. Again, we are live on Smooth 95 AM. I'm here in Chicago having the chance to talk about my debut single, Woo-hoo-hoo, Met You, and I'll talk a little bit about music. So tune in, tune in, tune in. And thank God for the opportunity. Hey, Orlando. Hey, Julianne. Hey, David. I can't call you David. Hey, Uncle Lou. I'm very congested, though, guys. Give you all the background. Mom is here.
Mom is here.
Dad is here. So, again, tune in if you can. Smooth 90.5 FM. We're here with Rob, treating us very well, trying to answer the questions as best as I can. Thank you. Very congested though. Hey, 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 I can't see who's all here, but hello everyone. Once again, I am live on Smooth 90.5 FM, so tune in, tune in. Whether you're in New York, whether you are here in Chicago, tune in, tune in.
Now don't forget we have a great concert y'all missed out. Who was here yesterday? We had Charlie Wilson, Uncle Charlie here live on Smooth 90.5 FM, as well as Taraji P. Now don't forget, Empire is filming out here in Village of Maywood with the CPD, Chicago PD TV show. Don't forget to go to our website so you can have that chance to win $365 every hour on Smooth 90.5 FM. That's right, go to our website, download our radio station app, Smooth 90.5 FM. Go to your Google Apple Play Store and download our radio station app. And don't forget to listen to Josh today. He's going to be doing a tribute to MJ all day. MJ, Michael Jackson all day. And Saturday, this past Saturday, we were out in Gary, Indiana with Tito Jackson and also Darrell's P1 Radio, as they were doing a tribute to Michael Jackson at the house on 2300 Jackson Street. That's right, we had the pleasure of seeing the mother who birthed Michael Jackson, Miss Catherine Jackson, and also his brother, Tito Jackson. So we had a great time out there this Saturday. And don't forget, we have a lot of things going on this week. And hey, if you want to know more, hey, go and knock on our door on Smooth 90.5 FM. Go to our website, WGSJBCRadio.com. Don't forget, we're playing the very best smooth jazz, gospel jazz, and blues for you. We're going to be having the news coming up in a little while, but ladies and gentlemen, an amazing young lady here by the name of TAMISH.
Hello, hello.
She was here, that's right, live at the West Side Music Festival.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we are here live right now, and we're going to find out. She's going to tell us the name of that song that she was performing at the West Side Music Festival. Tell us the name of that track that you were singing.
So I performed my debut single, Met You. Met You. Love song, love ballad, good feel-good song.
All right. So tell me, how did Met You come about?
I went to Syracuse University, upstate New York. Shout out to the Orange. And majored in advertising. Your anti? Wait, no, no.
Michigan State.
Oh, okay. I'm all for higher education.
Oh, okay.
So, Marty, got you hold this. We're on Facebook Live at the same time.
You heard it live. We're on Facebook Live. That's right. Where can they watch you at on Facebook Live?
You can go right to TAMISH Bates. I should actually be streaming from my artist page, but if you search TAMISH Bates, you'll see me streaming there.
You heard it live. TAMISH Bates live on Facebook, so y'all can watch her live.
Yes. So I majored in advertising. I worked in advertising, like literally corporate America, 5.5 years, with really big brands, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, doing the whole corporate world. And from being within that, and I actually majored in advertising because people told me growing up, oh, you have the gift of gab, you should be a lawyer or go into advertising and marketing. So just hearing from those that I trusted, I thought that that's the route that I should go, as opposed to maybe searching within. That was probably that is the route I should have went. So I worked in advertising, and I left my career in advertising after my pastor, I mentioned to you at the Westside Music Festival, he was doing in New York City, was preaching a lot about your purpose and coming into living the life that you're called to live. So with doing some soul searching, I was just open to, I'm like, all right, God, what is it that you put me on this earth to do? Like, I'm here, I wasn't born and put on this earth to be miserable. And that's no shade to my job, but to live underneath my purpose. I'm supposed to be here to, to be the answer to some problem in this world. That's your purpose. So with doing so, the answers that I received, the doors that all were open, that all just came just out of nowhere, were all from a music standpoint. And I had been singing forever, but I never saw music as a career. If anything, I would have tried to work behind the scenes at a label. I'd actually interned at a label in college. So I would, at Universal Motown. So I would have done that, but the doors that were open were all from a performance standpoint. And I believe it was because I felt as if God said, I can trust you with this. I know that you will share what it is I need you to share, and that you will be someone of influence, a positive influence. So that's what's needed. So long story short, that's how I actually got into music. It wasn't, I grew up my entire life and I was some child artist running around the world. Although I was performing, literally from a very young age, always. I just didn't see it as a career. It's funny how we're doing something we never realized that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. That's what the world needs from you.
Now, do you feel much better performing as a single artist versus in a group? Or do you feel that performing with a group makes a artist's performance last longer, or career?
Yeah, by a group, are you saying like a girl group or like background singers and dancers?
Girl group or girl guy group or...
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
I think, so that's hard because I've sung in choirs. I still sing in choirs, a praise and worship team in my church, everything. So I'm all for the community and the unity of voices coming together. But, so I'm all for both, but I do love sharing my own craft. But I don't do so alone. I have 2 background vocalists that I work with. And also I had a chance to have my sister dance and come on in, as well as her friend, Vanessa. So I'm all about incorporating people, having a band. I love the live band sort of feel. So all that to say, I guess I'm singing alone, but I'm not really alone. I feel like I'm together with my family at the end of the day.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to give her a call right now, give her a call at 630-215-8582. 630-215-8582. Smooth 90.5 FM, WGSJBC Radio is our call letters. Don't forget to go on, because we're going to have her music debut on our website. And if you want to purchase it as well, you can go on our website and there will be a link for you to purchase her CD as well. Support this wonderful artist.
Independent artist. We pay for this ourselves.
What's the name of the label that you're under?
No, I'm independent. It's me. It is me.
Okay.
Tamish Bates.
Tamish Bates. Okay.
Tamish, I pay for this myself. This is all self-funded. This is by the Lord.
We look forward to supporting local artists. And let me ask you a question. How does your parents feel about you in this industry? I know many times parents encourage their children to go to school to be doctors or lawyers or other type of profession. Yeah.
So I think my mom initially, who's here, my mom initially was like, okay, I think you probably lost your mind. Because how do you go from, and I thought I lost my mind as well, like how do you go from working in a corporate environment, you have 401k, the full shebang, to being like, oh, I'm going to be an artist. And everyone is like an artist, if you will. If you go somewhere, everyone has a CD, everyone is doing something in that regard. So I think they were kind of a little bit like, okay, we just paid $45,000 a year for you to be in Syracuse. I had scholarships and things, and then you're going a route that's totally opposite. But funny thing, I would probably say, my mom always said, you love to be behind the camera when you should actually be in front of it. So she had always instilled or spoke to me and encouraged me from a very young age, because I was in everything, gymnastics, anything you think of, gymnastics, dance, ballet, plays. I was playing Grease. I was doing everything. So I was always in the arts. So they were supportive, but I think at first they were kind of like, really? Okay.
So which one of your parents/managers locked you in the closet.
What do you
Too far
mean?
away.
Oh, Tony's thing?
Yeah. Once told
Too
you,
far
hey.
away.
Oh, okay. I was like me. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a little bit. Y'all gotta help me.
Locked you in the closet and told you, hey, you gotta do what we tell you.
Oh, neither were like that because I'm a little bit of an old soul. If you haven't gathered that already, so I feel like I'm at least 95. So I think they understand and have perspective. I'm probably at least 95 and a half. So they kind of always respected my drive and that I was on the right path. I wasn't someone that had to be like really watched, or I did my homework. I got all A's because I wanted all A's. I didn't even want to tell me to get it. I wanted it. So I think they came into understanding, all right, she's making this decision and they are believers of the Lord as well. So if they trust that, all right, if God is saying this, then let's go for it. And he's opened doors. I've been able to tour in Europe. I've had a chance to work with a lot of major artists, and like literally the doors have just opened one after the other. So
now I hear you talk about spiritual a lot during this interview. Why not gospel music instead of secular music? Why did you go into that realm?
and this is interesting. I hope this is non-offensive because it's not meant to be.
Say what you got to say. This is
Okay.
no radio.
And I'm real, so that's what it is. I'm a Scorpio to the T. So I would probably say, so I am a worship leader and a choir director. I've been since I was 8 and 9 years old in church, United Baptist Church, west side of Chicago. But I think once I received clarity that this was what I needed to do, I wanted to make sure that whatever message that God was giving me, that it was a message that extended beyond the four walls of the church.
Okay.
A lot of times, I don't want to feel as if I'm preaching to the choir, if you will. So I feel like there's so much great knowledge that comes in the church. There's so many dynamic preachers. There's so many dynamic worship leaders and choir directors and deacons, et cetera, et cetera. But so they're already getting the message. What about the people that will never step foot inside of a church? Even Jesus's message, he was out amongst the people. He was out. He wasn't just amongst fellow believers. He was out reaching and touching the people. So if I seek to be an imitator of Christ, I need to do the same. I need to be out amongst people.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear this young lady live, where would you be performing it next?
You know what? I think it's New York City, actually. I have a potential, it's a back to school rally. I'm actually still getting the details for it, so maybe I shouldn't go completely into it, but it's a back to school rally in September that's for a women's empowerment, girls empowerment rally coming up. So that's the very next thing. Everything else is kind of pending, so I guess I can't say just yet. But as soon as I have everything, I always put it on my website, which is TAMISHonline.com, www.tamishonline.com, and on Facebook, Instagram, it's everywhere. So make sure to promote it. But in Chicago, I don't have anything yet until you book me, Rob.
All right, you heard it live. That's our FM has the book Miss TAMISH live. And as soon as we have our next event, we will definitely call you and,
Yes.
and find out from your management.
I'm my management.
You and your management.
I'm saying this is a one-woman show.
Huh?
Yes, me and God. This is
Okay.
it. But I have support. So my family supports. I have the love of my life, Ian Cumberbatch, who's listening from New York City. He supports as well. My best friend is my stylist. I work with another close friend that's an artist. I have a team in terms of like this entrepreneurial venture of my purpose is literally just me. And friends that help, of course.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want to hear more from Ms. TAMISH, go on our website later on today. We're going to have her music. Go on her website.
Please. TAMISH online.
That's right. You heard it.
TAMISH. I'm so congested, guys.
That's right.
TAMISHonline.com. Check it
You
out.
heard it live on Smooth 90.5 FM. Don't forget, and we're going to have a little sample of her music in a few minutes, and as she gets queued up. Let me ask you this one question. As a young African-American woman, what is it that you would inspire to other young ladies that are trying to get into this industry, the ins and outs of this business?
I would probably say, because I do actually run into a lot of younger women rappers and singers, a lot, vocalists a lot. I would probably say, one, make sure that this is for you. Don't get into it for money, fame, or fortune. It's not about any of that. I'm sure it is, but that's not the point of it. It has to be really guided by your purpose. You have to be, at the end of the day, wanting to really impact people and touch people. Every single audience that you're blessed to reach, you should want to, you know, really impact them in a positive way. Not to just dance to be cute, and of course you want to wear your makeup and do all that stuff, but really, what's the point of it all? Like, do you have lyrical content that is helping someone that is down and needs to hear a word from you, whether they're listening to it or see you in a show? How are you impacting those that you see? So I would say my advice is, one, make sure this is for you and you're in it for the right reasons. It's, you know, it's guided by your purpose. And then also, I would hope that you share positive messages, because I think it's very tempting nowadays to follow some of the popular artists who maybe don't wear a lot of clothing and, you know, whatever floats your boat, okay? But and they're very impressionable at a young age. They think, all right, let me do this like this artist. Oh, let me curse like this artist, or let me say this vulgar thing, and they're not even doing anything like that, but they think that's what they need to do to get on. I would probably say, hopefully, you could be a part of the change and what I'm hoping to do. You know, be positive, be influential in a positive way. I feel like I've said that 5,000 times. That's really what I believe. So I would say, make sure you're in it for the right reasons, and hopefully you're coming to share something of substance to really help a fellow young woman that might be struggling, or, you know, might be going through whatever it may be. You should be there, hopefully, to lend some love and some positivity to them.
Well, we're going to go to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we're going to listen to Miss Tamish's song that she has debuted on Smooth 90.5 FM.
Hey.
Give us a call, 630-215-8582, 630-215-8582, Smooth 90.5 FM. We're live in effect. Smooth 90.5 FM.
I'm allergic to the studio. My nose be getting warm. Hey y'all, I'm very congested. I'm sorry, but thank you all for your support and tuning in.
Very much so.
When your spirit.
Thanks again for.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Shannon. Hey, Auntie Toya. Oh. All right, I'm going to have to actually go off Facebook Live because I need to play Met You through my phone. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll come back in a little bit, and hopefully you can hear something and I'm not sounding just like a congested mess as I feel. All right, talk to you all.